Is it normal to eat shredded cheese out of a bag?
From time to time, yeah.
I think it's normal.
There's been times in my life where I'm just a handful of cheese in my mouth.
Throw it in a bowl with some Frank's Red Hot. We could all share it. We'll take pulls off of it together.
Most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
That is not normal. I've literally never heard hot sauce cheese sandwich. Welcome back to the Slightly Above Average podcast. My name is John Malecki, and I am incredibly pleased to be joined today by none other than Mr. Sam Pula and the illustrious Mr. Joe Minert today. We've got a great one for you in store. We're ready to rock and roll. We've got some NFL talk. The Steelers coming off a big win. We've also got some inside the shop kind of, you know, like more or less bullshit. some coffee talk. We've got a little bit of reacting to some viral content for you, as well as, per usual, we're going to play Is It Normal at the end here. But before we get into any of that fun stuff, we always like to start our show with what I know is your favorite segment, Sam. This is Sam's snack segment. Do you got anything good for us today?
I do. Well, I don't know if I would say it's good, but I have something for us. We got a nice team submission list on the snack department. So.
Team submission.
Yeah, this was submitted by an anonymous team member.
Oh!
Toss one of those to old Joe.
These are primes.
Yes. These are prime hydration drinks.
Obviously.
Sour Nova.
What are special about these?
They just came out. They're supposed to be like a sour prime. I heard they were pretty fire.
All right.
I've been seeing them everywhere. They've been hard launching this.
Yeah, Prime is I've been seeing a lot of content on like the downfall of Prime, because you know they came out of the gate with like this massive I don't know, valuation and $1 billion in sales, and they had like the collectability, like young kids were like fiending for them, and now they're not.
No, that fire died out quickly, but they still came out with the old Sour Nova.
What do you mean? They're going crazy. They have like they have like limited edition primes like this. This isn't the exact one, but they released like a 3 prime kit that was like super sours, like 3 levels of sour.
Yeah.
It's like selling for like 55 G's because there was a limited release.
55,000.
So that's
Prime is like insane right now. Like the hype around it.
So that'd be interesting to like dig a little deeper if possible, because like I know that they were insane for that. Like there was a collectability where people like, which is wild when you're early in your business cycle to already be seen as collectible, just like those like stupid plush dolls, those thingies,
the boo-boos.
Yeah, the boo-boos or whatever. But like supposedly it's dying out. So I'm not a hater on Prime. I do like the other ones. Why did we go with a sour? You guys are you big on the?
I wanted to try this.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, well, here we go. Thankfully, I'm not eating like a bucket of lard or something that was made in like a kettle that shouldn't be edible.
I mean,
which is your typical go-to.
It smells interesting.
Kettle this was made.
It actually smells pretty good.
It just smells like every other Prime. Nothing sour about that. Did you get any sour at all?
I taste like the intention of sour.
It tastes like a watered down Warhead.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it tastes like.
It has the intentions to be everything sour, but it's not.
What a letdown that is. All right, put those away.
Yeah,
so
let's get this away.
Come on, fast. Be better.
I actually like that.
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's like I'm not.
You got to get the second sip in. The second sip.
I think I'm going to stick with my coffee.
I feel like I've got to the point now where if I'm drinking something, I want it to have a purpose. I either want it to give me a caffeine buzz. I want it to give me an alcohol buzz. I want it to...
Well, for your sake, we both know that you're drinking almost zero water during the day and you're not replacing any electrolytes in your diet.
Well, we don't know that.
Joe?
I might be sneaking water in the bathroom. You have no clue what I do. And
I have witnessed days of Sam coming in from the shop and like just grasping for air, and he's like, I need water. Like,
yes. 100%.
I'm like, dude, it's 5 o'clock. What do you mean you need water? He's like, I haven't drank water all day.
Well, that's when I get thirsty. That's why I need that purposeful drink. I need to hydrate. Yeah.
So that could fill that gap for you, considering...
I want to hydrate with this.
Well, that's the intention. It's a hydration drink. It's got coconuts. It's got electrolytes.
The electrolytes would help you.
I don't know. Probably.
Dude, this will probably blow your mind, but the first thing I do every morning, I literally take a piss, brush my teeth, and then I go into my kitchen and I fill up a shaker bottle, like a 32-ounce shaker. I put Celtic sea salt in it. I put amino acids in it. And I also put this other like hydration tablet in it, and then gas the whole thing. If you think about it, you've been asleep for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Which is your body just depleting any hydration you had. If you wake up and you constantly feel like shit, you feel groggy, give it a try. It absolutely changed my life. I think I'm on like year 13 of doing that. I've changed it over the years. I've added.
What's the salt? What's the salt do?
So the Celtic sea salt is actually a natural distributor of minerals and electrolytes. So most of these drinks that like Gatorades and the primes and the things of the world, they're just putting that into the drink for you.
Seems like everyone's all about electrolytes nowadays. It's like a hot year for electrolytes.
Well, I mean, as more science comes out, it's like the more or less stripped out and like awful the American diet is.
Come on now.
And so like if you feel like crap all the time, it's because your body like actually was supposed to have all of these vitamins and minerals that are just not in your natural diet.
I remember growing up with the actual like the old school food pyramid where they're like, you want to have a diet based off of bread, lots of bread at the very like peak of it. It's like lean proteins. You want very minimal.
You guys want to go down a conspiracy theory rabbit hole? Joe loves a good conspiracy theory.
Hit me with it.
Go looking into how the traditional food pyramid came to be. And all of it points back to like big cereal, like Kellogg.
Cereal.
It's like, it's wild. Well, it's because they were like petitioning to the government.
Yeah.
But it was petitioned by businesses that owned more or less like companies that produce carbohydrates. It's wild.
It's like the dairy industry. It's like the same thing, like the gut milk sort of thing. Where they're like pushing dairy.
So insane. So, speaking of conspiracy theories, one of the big ones in pop culture today's day and age is believing that the NFL is scripted. Now, we're all football fans here, right?
Doing a great job.
And dude, Joe, can you pull up the Vegas line on the Steeler game last night? This is some wild shit. My buddies were like relaying this to me in real time. Now we're recording this the Monday after the Steelers just beat the Ravens on a missed field goal at the end of the game in order to go to the playoffs and actually
4.5
win the AFC North. Yeah. What was the over under? It ended up being 2 points, right? But the Steelers had the ability to literally run away with the game.
41.5
Yeah.
is the under.
So they're not scoring any points like the whole first half, either team, right? It was 10-3, I think.
Yeah, and then they come back and they're over 40.
13, yeah, and then in the fourth quarter, all of a sudden both offenses just start lighting it up.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the like, seriously.
It was beautiful.
It was insane. But then you're watching it and you're like, first question I had was like, why in God's name did Arthur Smith call a misdirection play at the end of the first half in order to go into halftime, knowing you can get the ball back? So I don't know if you can find it quickly, but there's a statistic in football. It's called a double score. And like back when I was playing, our OCs would always hype on our Bruce Arians and Todd Haley. They're like, if you can get a double score going into the second half, you're statistically it was like, so you have a 75% chance of winning the game. Right? Like statistically, the odds are in your favor. So more or less, that means if you get the ball at the end of the first half and you score, and then you come back at the first series of the second half and you score, 75% chance of winning the game. Something like that, right? And so the Steelers, in all their brilliance, they go ahead and run a misdirection play. Meanwhile, they've been pounding the rock in that, like, literally just straight down the Baltimore's throat.
Yeah.
I was like, this is insane. And so those are like, I don't know. It was a wild game, but that's where you're like, this shit's scripted. And like, I know it's not scripted, but like, it feels like it when they make decisions like that.
Between the Steelers and the Bears, the amount of these like hyper like nail biter games I've witnessed, it's just like, it is insane. It was an emotional roller coaster to watch, but I loved it. Whenever I thought we were cooked, whenever he got rid of the timeouts.
Dude.
It was like...
You're like, how...
Every statistic pointed at us losing that game. We score with 55 seconds left. They have 3 timeouts. A former NFL MVP. I mean, like, everything was saying we scored too quick. Like, it was just that's the game. Their kicker's been solid all season.
What I love, though, and you're going to love this, was that, like, as Sam calls him, Unc Rogers.
Yes.
Literally just put the team on his back. He's like, this play calling, I'm going down. He's like, I am going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? And he like just literally, the offense looked incredible in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I was like, where's this been all season, right? You're running like, they're actually moving the ball downfield. They're throwing the ball in the middle of the field. They're not just running swing pass, run the ball, swing pass, run the ball. Jalen Warren ran like an absolute freight truck.
He did.
And then Gainwell was playing the perfect dynamic next to it. They had like that power speed combo.
Yeah.
And you're like, where the hell's this been all season?
Yeah,
Right. And then you also got to ask yourself, they played 17 games this year. They didn't have one single issue with Aaron's helmet. Go figure this game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Are you kidding me?
And the backup didn't even work. I've never seen something like that.
Are you kidding me?
I don't mean to derail from this, but like I found out in college, apparently, if your headset goes out in college, the other team has to turn theirs off too. And then in the NFL, it swaps. I found that out the Alabama game. I was watching over the weekend. Someone's headset went out, so the other team had to turn their headsets off.
Oh,
Crazy! I just
can't give you an advantage.
Yeah, ADD's going there,
Yeah.
but. I thought it was nuts that, like, of course, on that drive at the end of the season, most important time, your headset doesn't work.
Right.
No problems whatsoever. You can't make that stuff up.
Dude, Aaron did, and he did the right thing. Like, there's a lot of, I haven't seen any of the pressers.
You got to burn it.
You've got to burn it because, like, there's, for those of you that, for the Sams of the world that are casual football fans, those yard markers are very much practiced and scripted. So, like, they're on the 25. They're going in. Like, those plays aren't just called on a whim. Like, they're very practiced and scripted because the field is working against your advantage. You can't just run the whole playbook.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that, right? So that's why it's super important to, like, get the play call because they've done all this work. It's like, what's on the script? Aaron probably knows it by heart, but
Well, we got to talk about how important that play call book is in the red zone. You saw that play they ran before half. That was an interesting
the
call.
play they ran before half, honestly, I'm like, okay, so when I was in college, I played with LaShawn McCoy. If you don't know who LaShawn McCoy is, he was a stud. He was incredibly shifty, very quick, and we would run a power offense, right? So that means we were just like pulling a lot of people. It's like a traditional style of offense. So we ran the ball downhill a lot, and Shady is what we called him. Yeah. He was really, really good at it. He had great vision, right? And so from time to time, because we pounded the ball so hard downhill, we would fake the dive and then throw the pitch. And LaShawn could, the entire premise of that play call is to make a guy miss.
Yeah, right? It was just one-on-one. That's the whole premise.
And that's the whole premise, to make a guy miss. Well, Shady, there's also, in his NFL career, like, he was really good at it too. He'd make one guy miss. Gainwell's not bad at making a guy miss, but he's not good at it, in my opinion, from doing it with his feet still. He needs to have a head of speed.
Moose kind of missed a block too. I actually believe that'd be a solid play call if Darnell was healthy.
It would have been a solid play call if they weren't pounding the football on the front side with the extra tackle all game long.
Yeah.
Right? And then just run that. Because they came back in the fourth quarter and they gave him the ball. He just ran a sweep.
Yeah.
Easy touchdown. Like, run that play.
A good old outside zone.
Right. That's so. But I don't think Gainwell's not shifty. He is fast, and I think he's elusive. But shifty, I wouldn't really put him in the shifty. I would say more elusive, and like that. Those are like.
You had that great. Was it a punt return or a kick return?
Both him and Jalen had a great special.
Dude, I actually.
And then they had like 12 penalties on special.
Gainwell's turned into one of my favorite Steelers. Just like,
dude, I'm
underdog. He's phenomenal. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. He's making blocks.
I will say this, for the lack of what the Steelers are on offense and defense, they are playing hard as shit. I will say yesterday was hopefully it for him, and it won't happen again, but Jalen's worst game of the season. Like, Jalen
Warren?
Ramsey.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. He played. Well, no, he blew those two coverages with Flowers, and then he also, the end of the game, he went for the pick.
Yeah,
he should have murdered it. Like, all season long, he's murdering that dude. I don't know why. He might be hurt or something, but like, hopefully that doesn't get in his head, because I think he's played really, really well all year, especially the move to safety.
Yeah.
But dude, insane game. And now we're all pissed off. Not we. Me, because I was up till midnight, all fired up, and we're here, and we're recording super early today to get this to you guys.
You reminded me when you're talking about penalties. Something I noticed watching, because there were so many penalties. It's like everyone, when they get a penalty, whether it was the Ravens or the Steelers, I was like, is there ever any player that takes like extreme accountability where it's like, my bad, sorry, that one was on me?
Sometimes
my O-line coach used to bitch about that hard.
Oh, really?
He's like, you get caught on a penalty. I don't see any of this shit. It's your fault. You held the guy.
Yeah.
You jumped off sides. He's like, what are you going like this for, huh? Then he would call you on it in film sessions. So I only had maybe a handful of penalties. Like, I jumped off sides once. I didn't give up a sack in college, like one-on-one. It was, so I had a pretty clean slate there, but anybody else on the O-line, he would just be down your throat. It was pretty wild. But yeah, crazy game. And then Monday night.
Yeah, again, I said that to my wife last night.
Monday night playoffs?
Yeah.
When did they start that shit?
8:15 Monday night.
Monday night? Like, come on.
Why did they get that game out of everybody?
Yeah.
Give us a 1 o'clock so we could, go. I was going to buy tickets. True. I went on right after they won last night. Haven't had a home playoff game in how long? I was a kid.
Forever.
We played against Jacksonville when I was a child, I think.
Yeah, 2016, I think.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? I'm spending some money. I'm buying some tickets. I look, it's 8:15. I'm like,
yeah, I have season tickets.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm buying them. I was like,
yeah, right.
Don't take Tuesday. Take my first PTO day ever.
Yeah, right.
Tuesday. You're like, because you're just out till 2 a.m.
And now,
Even
Steelers
if you're stone sober.
home playoff game, you can't go to that and not have a few drinks. You gotta, this is the one time with Sam, I'll agree with you. You gotta get into the environment.
Yeah.
You gotta be one with the stadium. You gotta have some brews. You gotta.
With that being said, is like I was super blessed as a young man that my one of my good friends growing up's dad and family had season tickets, so I got to go like in the 2005 through 2010 era to a lot of playoff games. And the Steelers were really good then.
Yeah,
it was amazing. But there's so the question I have for you guys though is, have you ever been to a playoff hockey or baseball game?
Do you want?
And which one are you taking? Get the NBA out of here.
No,
count.
I went to a Stanley Cup Finals game for the Penguins.
Yes,
a couple years ago.
Dude,
I will say one of the most elite atmospheres I've ever been to. It was incredible.
Have you ever been to any of that?
Not a playoff. No, I've been to baseball games, hockey games, not a playoff.
Dude, so I will say, I mean, I was quite intoxicated in my early 20s at the Steelers, and both of them. But like the playoff hockey scene is just a different.
Unreal. I agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
Like, and there's so many games. I was at game 6 I think it was the 2016 Cup run when they were, maybe, when they wanted to send it to, back to San Jose or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, it was insane in there. I remember I'm just like pounding 24-ounce beers. I have no idea how I didn't pee like 1,000 times. It was so much fun though. So like, you're totally right, Joe. Like home playoff football, like it used to come around all the time. We got spoiled. And now it's not coming back that often. I'm like, it is one of those things you got to kind of go to.
Pens had a big win last night. We don't have to go too deep in that, but they've been, Crosby, Jeff was all.
Oh yeah, we got a couple Penguins fans in the office that's all they talk about. Meanwhile, it's literally like end of playoff football, and you're like they're talking about hockey. But I don't talk about hockey till like
wrapping up the football segment. Before we go anywhere else, I have pulled up the NFL Super Bowl XLX playoff bracket for the year. I think we should go through, pick each matchup, and we will get a bracket at the end of it to see whose bracket is the best.
All right,
Sam, do you want to kick us off?
Do you know how this works?
Just pick a team for each matchup.
You're the brackets.
You can start top left.
Top left.
The Rams and the Panthers. Who you got?
Los Angeles.
Okay. We got San Fran and Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Green Bay and Chicago.
Chicago. You already know.
All right, to the right side. Chargers and New England.
New England.
Buffalo and Jacksonville.
I'm going to give it to Buffalo.
And then Houston and Pitt.
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Just going to the promised land.
Then staying there, Pittsburgh and Denver.
Pittsburgh.
Well, actually, no, I lied. It'd be Buffalo. If you have Buffalo winning against Jacksonville, it'd be Buffalo in Denver, and then New England and Pittsburgh. So New England or Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh.
That would be in New England.
Yes. Denver and Buffalo.
I want to give it to Buffalo. I know it'll probably be Denver, but I want Buffalo.
Denver. So that won't be an advantage.
It'd be Mile High.
I'm still giving it. I want Buffalo to win. I'm giving it to Buffalo.
So you got Buffalo and Pittsburgh in the AFC Championship.
And then Pittsburgh clears out.
It'd be in Pittsburgh. That would be in Pittsburgh, actually.
Wow.
Because we're the higher seed, yeah.
All right.
So you have Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
True Yinzer. All right, we got...
Love it.
You have... Okay, so you got Rams in Seattle, and then San Francisco and Chicago. Or, you said Philadelphia and Chicago. Who you got between Seattle and the Rams?
So Seattle's going to beat the Rams. Bears are going to beat the Eagles. Then the Bears will beat the Seahawks. And then we will see the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears, Super Bowl XL. And I don't know who's going to win at that point. It's the LX. What did I say? XL?
XL was
Super Bowl
5.
That was a good
05. That was
Super
a good
Bowl
year.
40. I remember that one.
That's an insane bracket. John, do you want to give this a rip?
So like, dude, my opinion on all this, a lot of it comes back to first time playoff appearances. You have no idea how some of these teams are going to play, right? So I'm looking at it, and part of me is like, all right, I like LA. I'm a huge Matt Stafford advocate fan. We're like the same age, and he's been slanging the thing for a long time. You know, on the NFC side, I also like Philly over San Fran. San Fran's been playing pretty well. They're also super banged up, and I think being in Philadelphia for that game, could bode well for them. Chicago, Green Bay, honestly, in my opinion, is a toss-up. Chicago's playing better football. Green Bay can win on any day, and then that's an actual like huge rivalry.
Yeah.
So throw everything aside, either team can win that. I'll probably take Chicago in a close one there. I just think Chicago's they've been drafting like first and second in the draft.
Yeah.
So they've got a lot of talent on that team.
They do.
But then that's what I go back to is like, this is Caleb's first playoff appearance, right?
Yeah.
So like, very interesting. I think Love went to the playoffs last year. That's where things start to get interesting. Carolina is the same thing. First time in the playoffs for a quarterback. You go to New England, first time for the playoffs and a quarterback. You go to Jacksonville, first time for the playoffs for a quarterback. You go to Denver, first time for the playoffs for a quarterback, right? Like Houston, second time.
Yes, CJ had one appearance,
CJ,
but they got hosed by the Browns.
Hosed. So like that's where you're like, that is playoff football is. It's just such a different.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it just is. And so I'm going to lean a lot more, I think, on the veterans here. I'm going to lean into, I think Philly edges out Chicago to go to the NFC Championship against LA because I think the Seahawks are fake. Like, personally. Sam Darnold has been around a long time. I get it. They waxed the floor with the Steelers like week 2, though. So it's like, I just don't like, I look at them and I'm like, I don't know. Like, it just doesn't, there's no like superstar, or is there? I just don't know who it is because I've never heard of them. And then I just think Philly is a good playoff football team. Like, they just know how to win in the playoffs. And so I think Philly goes to the Super Bowl again.
Really?
Wow. I want to say LA, but like I think it's Philly, LA, NFC, and then I toss up between those two. On the AFC side, shit's gonna be wild.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Wild. So like I think I love Vrabel. I think he should be coach of the year easily, hands down. But New England cannot stop a pass rush to save their life, and that destroys you in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think LA edges them out because they have a better pass rush. And what's crazy is the Steelers played all these teams except for Jacksonville, right? And Houston, obviously, this year.
Didn't play Denver. Played the Patriots. We beat the Patriots.
They beat the Patriots. They had 5 sacks. If you remember, like 5 turnovers.
Yeah, we played the Bears.
Denver was last year, yeah.
Beat the Patriots and lose to the Browns.
The Steelers are a wild card here. I think they can beat Houston. I'm going to throw my Yinzer hat on here, edge that one out. I like Buffalo over Jacksonville, and then I'm going to take LA as a sleeper over New England. It is in New England, though, which will be a hard, that is a massive factor. Then I'll take Buffalo over LA in that bracket.
It'd be LA and Denver and then Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
Sorry. So Buffalo, Pittsburgh, I think we get a redemption there.
Wow.
I will say it'll be a home game. And if this Steeler team that's been showing up a couple quarters of the last couple games can do it. I really do love Josh Allen. Yeah. I want to see him go deep, but like I'm not going to pick him over the Steelers. Then that's kind of where it gets hard is LA and Denver. Denver to me is just like another fake team. Like I think Harbaugh's coaching will carry LA further. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. Denver, I will say Denver has what's his name coaching? Sean Payton. He knows how to win as well, but like very young offense.
Yeah, very young team.
Very young team, very talented.
Good defense.
I don't know. So I'll just go with like gut stuff.
Do you have Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl then?
No, I'll take LA over, and then I'll take Pittsburgh over Buffalo because I'm a homer. But then I think LA ages them out again, and it's in, let's just say LA Philly Super Bowl. Philly goes back to.
That's it. That'd be actually a fun Super Bowl to watch.
Yeah,
good old 7 seed.
I think the Steelers can the Steelers can make a run because they did get the 4 seed, right? Like if they had to go play Denver in Mile High, like
yeah, it'd be a little rough.
But I do think that they got a shot. I don't know. I haven't watched a ton of the league though, but yeah, we'll go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're not.
I hate picking brackets.
This year is so wide open. I feel like.
Yeah.
I think anyone could win this.
I will strongly say though, I do think it's a Philly LA NFC. Like,
I think Philly, where I get lost on Philly is their offense has been so bad some points this year. And it's not like they were in years past where they could just get away with running the ball. They've been struggling running the ball. So, like, I go to, if you know what I mean, you can't score points, good luck. I think Chicago and Green Bay and the Rams all are so dangerous. I actually like the Rams coming out of the NFC overall.
I like the Rams a lot. I just, like I said,
I love McVay.
Super Bowls in 4 years. Like,
yeah, I just think the Rams I think their offense is clicking. Stafford's MVP hopefully this year. Like,
yeah,
I have them coming out of there, and then honestly, out of I probably not to be biased to one seeds, but I think Denver or I like the Chargers too. I think Pittsburgh loses first round. I think Houston's defense is very good. I think that's going to be a struggle. I think we have a chance if it's a low scoring game. I think if Houston is scoring,
I think it will be a low scoring game. That's
yeah,
what I think.
I hope.
Edge them out.
I think if it isn't, and Houston starts scoring, it's going to be a long evening. And then I think Buffalo beats Jacksonville. Chargers beat New England. Some upsets. Mm-hmm. Then I think Denver goes through. I think Denver makes it to the Super Bowl. We have a Denver-LA Super Bowl.
I hate that.
I think the Rams win. I think the Rams.
I'd love to see LA win.
I think they could this year. I think if there's any year, it's probably this year.
I mean, I'll go. I just think Philly has the experience. LA's just, like, I feel like what's crazy is you usually get like some superstars carrying teams, and there's not really any of that this year.
Yeah. Well, think about it, John. They make the Super Bowl. AD comes out of retirement for one more game.
Dude, I heard that.
Yes.
That's been
Can you imagine?
That really happened? I thought he was arrested.
No. What?
No, AD, not Aaron Donald, not Antonio Brown.
I was so excited and lost, and
I will say that, like, I'd like to see New England run the table. It's like very anti-Steelers, but I love Vrabel and I do love
I do love that new team. I do like Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May, excuse me.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad about anybody winning this year except Philly.
You don't want Philly to win?
We've seen Philly win the past couple years. The Chiefs have lost. I told Sam the other day, I was like, I would love to see the 49ers win a Super Bowl.
No, yeah, 49ers. Yeah.
I love CMC. I would love to see CMC.
I like CMC a lot. And I also like Shanahan. I just hate that they're in San Francisco.
I get it.
Another team at 6 Super Bowls with the Steelers if they win it.
Yeah, I just think CMC needs a ring.
Yeah.
Solidify him as one of the best.
He was too injured.
Hey, a ring would help his case, though. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's a wild year in the NFL. I know we're like heavy talking NFL here. We're not a sports podcast, but we're all fans. We can wrap that up. Any final thoughts on NFL as the playoffs get started here?
Nothing. I'm excited to watch Steeler football in the playoffs.
Steeler in the playoffs, baby. Let's go. So speaking of getting started with the playoffs, I got a question about getting started with your day. I'm a traditionalist here, right? I'm a wake up. I already kind of walked you guys through. I hydrate, but then I actually been delaying my caffeine intake about 30 minutes to 30 to 45 minutes after I wake up. When I used to be like, wake up, pound of water, pound of coffee, right? And it works well. If you're trying to change it up a little bit, your cortisol levels come down, and then the caffeine actually helps you. But black coffee all day for me. Now, there's been a lot of rub on the internet these days about like black coffee drinkers. How are you starting your days, Mr. Pula?
I like a black coffee, and I will say, while I do enjoy like an espresso from time to time or like a more potent coffee, I feel like there's no better coffee to start your day with than like a drip diner-esque coffee, like that water coffee that you could just one after another, after another, after another, after another. No, I mean, that's what you want. Like if you're fortunate enough to stop at like a local diner, if you have to settle for like a chain one, so be it. But when you pay your $1.99, they bring that coffee to you, and you could just go all day long, unlimited. They keep refilling it over and over again. That's how coffee was made to be consumed in the United States of America. We kind of ruined it, but I kind of love how we ruined it. You know what I mean?
Oh, Joe.
I have two kinds of coffee. If I'm like on the road or something, I'll get like, if I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, just a black coffee. If I'm like here, straight espresso. That's it. I think adding stuff to it, sometimes I want to add a creamer, but mainly to cool it down. I don't ever do creamer for flavor. It's more for like to not have it scalding and burn my mouth.
Yeah.
So it kind of ruins the coffee for me, but like I house it and do another one. But because by that time, the coffee pot has cooled down a little bit. So I think black coffee and straight espresso. I think adding stuff is, I disagree with like the old like the frappuccino, like the milkshake like coffees.
Yeah.
It's a little too much sugar. It's ruining how coffee should be drank.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that I feel like it's okay to add stuff as long as when it's the weekend. That's when I'll start throwing some stuff in my coffee. But during the Monday through Friday, you should keep it black because you got to keep moving. You got to get where you need to go. But when you have enough time to maybe put a little milk in there, maybe frost some stuff up, put it on top, that's when you do it.
I could just see Sam on the weekend like, time to get
so
risky.
Funny. I want dog shit, old moldy drip coffee that's been in a can that I've had in my grandmother's house for 3 years every day. But then I also want a high-end luxury cappuccino experience.
Yeah.
On my weekends. I like to bouge it up a bit.
100%.
I think the internet's take on coffee has gotten quite interesting. I saw a take from some random dude while I was taking a dump on scrolling through TikTok, and he basically was like because there's guys out there, they'll be like, I'm such a man. If you're drinking your coffee with anything in it, you ain't got any testicles, and you're just like, bro, you're shirtless, wearing like standing out in your field in your indoors. Or you're indoors with sunglasses on, like you're an idiot. Like, but it was interesting. It was like people who like to put things in their coffee they drink their coffee for preference of flavor, right? And I always challenge that with like, if you have a properly made black coffee, it's delicious. It has all the flavor you need. So that's where I would challenge your drip, because like your shitty drip. It's like your coffee shouldn't taste like a s'more or something like that, right? That's my opinion, right? But if that's what you like and that's what it takes for you to drink coffee, my only stipulation would be like, try and be a little bit cognizant of the calories you're taking in. A lot of people don't realize they're plowing down 400, 500, 600, 700 calories because they're making these like concoctions every day with like all this pump stuff in there. That's where the creamer gets you. I was like, my brother used to put creamer in his coffee. I was like, Jeff, you're drinking like 250 calories per coffee. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, you're having 1,000 calories of coffee a day. Like, no wonder you're fat. It's so hard. So if you can get off of that, don't drink your calories.
Yeah.
That's one thing with coffee I think has gotten completely out of control, is like the calories added to the coffee. That stuff, I'm like, God, you don't need it. Good coffee doesn't need it.
You know what else I feel like is like a bit out of control with coffee? The amount of coffee alternatives they have. I'm not a huge fan of like, this is like chaga mushroom lion's mane, blend this up. It tastes like...
We have tried them, yeah.
And it's horrible. It's so bad. You don't get a caffeine buzz off of it. It's so expensive too. Because I like tried a little bit because I think we had like some sample packs here. I was like, oh, what's this stuff cost? And it's like $40 for like a small tin of it. I'm like, this is not worth it.
Dude, I'm right with you there, and I'm always willing to try those. Like, I mean, I brought them into the office, the lion's mane and like the substitutes, hot water.
Yeah, that was the one.
And Sam and I both tried it for like months. Just like, it's because we both wanted to stop having to plow coffee at like noon or 1, 2 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And it just didn't get it done for us.
The best part of that process was, I truly think, whether it worked or not, I think Sam just convinced himself that it was working, even if it wasn't. He was just like, I feel
liquid he was putting.
He's like, I feel great, Joe. Look at this mud water. Every morning he'd mix up a cup and he'd be like, oh, this is terrible.
So something I would put you guys on, like that I've been doing for the last couple months, is I took it all the time as a kid, and I don't know why I stopped. But creatine monohydrate for cognitive function, right? So if you haven't tried it and you're like looking to get it, like I think all of us here, like we look at coffee as like, one, it's something we enjoy. Joe drinks a lot of energy drinks. I'm gonna call you out right now, Joe. Joe's freaking
big Celsius guy.
Locked in all the time. But all of us drink caffeine for that. We're like, we want to be energized and locked in, and we're adults, so that's a little harder. Try 5, 10, 15 milligrams of creatine in the morning. Dude, what it does cognitively for you, just gets you kind of just right back up to level. And there's actually been studies done that if you're like sleep deprived like myself with the kids and life and being fat and stupid and all that, you can like eliminate the feeling of sleep deprivation with 10 to 20 milligrams of hydrate. So I've been just facing it in the morning, just chasing it with while I take all my supplements and stuff. And it's been awesome. So if you're looking for like that mental kind of like lock in, try that. I'm not a nicotine guy. So I haven't gone down that rabbit hole. I've always gotten sick, with nicotine. I know that works for a lot of people, but I think that's a good hack. And I'll go with Sam there. Is like, coffee has no calories. and it's good. There's good antioxidants in coffee itself. The substitute thing, wild to me. But I understand why it exists. Do you guys get like a caffeine buzz from tea? Because a lot of people say tea gets them going.
I will
do it for me.
I will say it's so weird because like the last time I had a caffeine buzz was like a year ago when I took like a month off. Like,
that was an awful month. Can we just put that out there, Joe?
That was a good one.
You were so useless.
Oh, that was great. But I will say, like, I had like after a month off, that first coffee afterwards, I truly felt it for like, I would say like hours. I was like, this is great. And then immediately it was just kind of like back where it's at now, where it's like you get like a little something. But green tea, for whatever reason, I do feel like, and it's like a very like clean, steady sort of like energy too. It's not like you're jittery, but I just feel like it makes no sense because it's like less caffeine than a coffee. But I do get a different,
You guys know caffeine actually does nothing for you except it
restricts your adrenal glands.
It activates receptors.
Oh, okay.
Might restrict your adrenal
or opens your adrenal glands.
Yeah,
or something.
but it doesn't. There's actually it's not like giving you energy. It's just activating.
It has to be a dopamine effect too.
Exactly, activating certain things inside of you, right? So it's not like food that gives you energy. You know what I mean?
When I went to Greece for my honeymoon, they don't sell Celsius over there. I didn't find that out until I got over there.
So I on mail too.
Like I drink a Celsius a day, right? Every morning. I really
keeps the doctor
routine. Yeah, I need to stop. I've heard so many bad things. If Jake Paul does it, I'm good, right, guys? Anyways, I went over there. They didn't have any, so I was 2 weeks without Celsius, and it was like a big, honestly, like a shock for me. I was drinking they have Turkish coffee over there. It's so good.
Turkish coffee's fire.
I'm gonna butcher the name, but I had the best coffee in my life over there. It was like a Freddo cappuccino, or Freddo cappuccino. I'm butchering the name of it. I genuinely forget, but I've never tasted a better iced coffee in my life. It has cold foam on it and stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like, it's something like I would drink or maybe you wouldn't be into. However, it was just like so clean. It was so good. I came back, drank a Celsius, and I was just like, this isn't the same.
No,
I miss the coffee.
There's so many less like preservatives in European food.
Oh yeah,
dude. Cold brew on nitro though, I can't get behind. If you like cold coffee, like try cold brew on nitro. It's more or less like a concentrated coffee. With water and then nitrogen's added. Give it a nice smooth silky texture. That's awesome. The last thing I'll say on this is, I don't know what it was, but for some reason I just felt an inclination. I was never been a pop drinker. Like I remember being like 12. One of like the guys I idolized was like doesn't drink pop, so I stopped drinking pop. Right, didn't drink pop literally until I was. When did we have our first kid? 32. Like never had one. It was only because my wife. Oh yeah, like never. And my wife was pregnant, and like they drink. You drink Diet Pop and stuff, it like helps with the nausea and whatever. And there'd be the time to time, Jack and Coke or like a ginger ale at my grandmother's house because they cure everything, But never like had pop in the house or whatever. And so my wife's pregnant again. We've had a lot of pop in the house, and over the last couple of years, I've become like a Diet Coke kind of fan, not a fiend, but like maybe one a day. I cut it all out the last month, and I also haven't had an energy drink since like the second week of December, guys. Game changer. I think the detox from pop and the energy drinks has given me a better impact with the caffeine I'm drinking, and then also the fact that like Joe and I are hydrators. Maybe Sam can get
more of a dehydrator myself.
But like with your hydration levels, I just feel so much better.
Probably the aspartame leaving your system.
I don't know what it is, but give that a shot. I know there's no like negative side effects, but for me it just worked really well. Getting rid of both of those.
A lot of good habits, and that transitions us very well into our next little segment that I thought of over the weekend, into survival instincts. I got served the trailer for a new Hunger Games video.
I read the book.
Saw the new one online. Watched the trailer, and it got me thinking. Just for us in our context, if you were in the Hunger Games, 1, could you survive?
Yes.
And then 2. What would your strategy be at the start of like coming up out of like the underground? You see everyone. Are you going to the middle, or are you booking it to the woods or wherever you're at? I don't know how I thought of that, but I immediately like thought of us and like what each one of us would do. And I'm so curious.
We just did that survival video.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Hunger Games?
It's been a while. So I read the book a long time ago.
Wait, you actually?
There's 5 books.
Oh no, I didn't read all. I read the one. I saw the one movie with the. Remember they had the lady with the wild makeup, and what'd she say? May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah.
It's like that. Yeah. I'm fairly familiar. I think
So essentially, what it is it's like a Pokemon. No, post-apocalyptic. They call it Pan Am, which would be like the United States. Think about it, right?
Yeah.
And in order to keep the regular people suppressed, they cull 2 kids from each district, which is 12 districts.
Yeah, I remember this.
Right? Yeah. Okay. And then they send them to a battle to the death.
Makes sense. You should keep the peace
every year. And they have like a ton of technology that allows them to like manipulate animals and birds and plants and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, so they send them in the middle of this arena, and they have an arena dedicated to this that they have. It's called the Reaping. It's every year. And then in the middle of the arena, what Joe's talking about is that there's a cornucopia every time, and it's just full of like
swords, bows,
weapons,
everything.
Yeah, weapons and food and like nutrients and stuff. So every kid starts on their own platform around it. They hit the gun, and then they can either run there or leave. That's what Joe's asking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not running to the cornucopia. I don't need any of that.
No.
I'm going,
You're not?
going to the woods. Going to the woods.
But what are you going to do once the people that get out of the cornucopia alive that have the weapons come and find your ass?
I'm going to go to the woods. I'm going to use that time to find myself a nice spot in the woods, somewhere peaceful, maybe somewhere with a waterfall. I'll live off the land for a period of time. Maybe I'll befriend a few woodland.
Restricted. There's a barrier. Like you can't go past certain limits.
You're in an arena, but it's vast. It's like
Okay,
about a couple miles.
There's probably enough. There's probably somewhere where I could set up camp and just relax, enjoy myself, let everyone fight it out for the most part. Wait till maybe there's a few people left, maybe befriend one of them, then betray them later, and then, take out the final guy, Yeah, I think, I'm not, why would you go to the cornucopia? Everyone's rushing there. Someone's going to get a...
Dude, I think if you're going to go out, you might as well go out swinging. I mean, the chances of you getting out of probably going to the woods in like a real situation and hiding and then people coming and finding you with weapons is probably less than making it out with the weapon and still surviving. You probably have a better chance to survive if you go to the middle, get a weapon, make it out alive, and then you're just kind of going from there. I don't know. That's just how I'm thinking of it. Like,
I'm 100% going to use my mass to my advantage.
Yeah.
I'm running, but I'm going to like pick something, right? So
yes.
Grabbing like, I'm more like, I want to get like food and stuff. The weapons, not really. I don't really care if I can grab something great. If not, but I'm running to grab a bag or something, hoping there's food in it, give myself a head start, and then I'm booking it straight into the woods, finding a water source, and then like, I'm going to try to like hide.
That's where that hydration's going to
I'm not like, so what happens in the movie and the books a lot is like people build like little like factions, and then they like, you try to survive together, and then they have to do exactly what you said. Like there's betrayal. That was the whole thing with like Katniss and her thing. And then they wrote this book is actually about her mentor. Yeah. The movie. So like Haymitch,
really?
Yeah. So this is like how Haymitch was reaped, which is it's pretty good. The book's better than they did one on the story of Snow, who's like the guy, the president kind of guy. That was the book 4 that came out after the 3-book series for the movies and stuff. It should be solid, but yeah, I'm running straight to that thing. I'm grabbing a bag of something, killing a person or two if I need to.
You just need to grab something.
Getting into the woods.
I agree with grabbing something.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing something that can help me, whether it's food or a weapon, then I'm out. I'm gone. I'm using my speed.
Now, here's a better question. Are you going to try to bring down the system while you're in the reaping?
No.
You're just going to play the game?
You got to play the long game. You got to go with the system.
Go with the system.
And then eventually tear it down. But you got to at least win it, right? You win it once. Yeah. You got to look the part, play the part.
Create like a coup while you're in there?
No, you can't do it. It worked for Katniss. That's it. And like I don't think it's worked for many other people.
You'll like this movie then. What do you think?
I feel like it'd be hard to break the system with only like a handful of children that have been pulled from the dish. There's about 12 of us kids here. I think we can overthrow the government.
For this one, this book came out. I read this book earlier, in the middle of last year, whenever it came out. This one has 24 kids because they take. Excuse me, they has 48 kids because they take 2 kids from each district. So there's 24. So this one is double because it's the 50th
anniversary
or whatever.
I mean, I guess I would give it a shot. maybe if things
I feel with your orator skills, Sam it would be a good role for you to try to like
Yeah, I actually think
counter like coup against the system.
yeah, we give it
listen, guys,
I'd give
we need to team up here. They're gonna get us. I can see you just flipping sides.
Yeah, well, I'd give it a shot. I'd see what would happen.
So to wrap that, who lasts the longest out of us three? I'm gonna be honest. I'll take the burner. I think I die first out of all of them. I think just like I'm just going. I think I get caught side or something. I'm doing some stupid shit. And I get caught.
I see you actually surviving. I can see you making it to the end.
I think I'm gone. I have more of a chance to probably get got first than you guys.
I would say I think Sam would last the longest, right? Because he would just like he can like hide in a tree and not be seen. But I don't think Sam has the best chance of winning.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'll give myself like I think I'd have the best chance of winning. But like if it's a longevity thing, if it's getting drawn out,
yeah.
Sam's.
I think the only thing with you, John, is like your size and stature. I think people are gonna like see that and just go for you right away. Like we gotta get this dude out, or it's gonna be a long day in this arena.
Fact. You guys are both at a disadvantage staying so hydrated too. You're gonna have to be coming out for water and stuff. You held up in a tree with a little mug of Maxwell House.
At a disadvantage being human beings and not being cockroaches.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of dehydration and not being able to drink water. We've talked about this internally. It is something that fires me up, that gets me going. The viral Diamond Gym has been in full force all over the internet. It's a viral gym that is over the top intensity. One might call it cult-like energy, and they've suddenly like taken the training world by storm with these insane workouts. How they're going about training. It's supposed to be motivational and whatnot. I'm curious of your guys' thoughts. We briefly talked about it, but you guys could go first. And then
I just discovered this like a week and a half ago. Like I was on TikTok and I got like a clip served to me, and I was telling Joe, I was like, "Have you heard about this?" He's like, "Oh yeah." Now I'm down a rabbit hole, and like 80% of my feed is the Diamond Gym. It's not that I even enjoy it that much for like the workout culture of it. Like I don't really care about that, but I find it just like hilarious. I just love it. I love Unk so much. He's just ridiculous. He just gets upset about the most like just minuscule things. He'll be like, no, you drinking water? Everyone out to the hill. And I just love the everyone out to the hill. It's hilarious. It's a wild place. There was a man trying to lift weights on a bench. They kept throwing him down. He kept failing. They're like down again. And it's a trip. I think it's a wonderful place.
What do you think?
This podcast ever gets out there to the masses, Hattie, Unk, I want to go work out with them so bad.
Really?
I would get my ass kicked. I would suffer. I think it'd be one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life. Push me past limits. I absolutely love it with the passion. I think like their message is great. Like if you sit down and listen to their interviews after they're done and stuff, like pushing people beyond their own limits and what they thought. I think some of it's crazy, but in a good way. I don't know. I absolutely love it. It gets me going. I'm fired up.
It's like a Dexter over here.
Oh man,
no, I love it. I'll say this, that like when I got to Pitt as a freshman, we had a strength and conditioning coach, whatever. My sophomore year, they brought in another guy, Buddy Morris. He's still the head strength and conditioning coach for the Cardinals, and he instilled like he was a very disciplined first strength coach, right? So a lot of the things, it was like, every person on the team wore the exact same thing: gold shirt, blue shorts, same socks, same shoes, shirt tucked in, no yawning in his gym, right? And if you yawned, you were doing up downs like immediately, right? So you couldn't, like, you're walking into like 5 a.m. workouts and you're 19 years old. If you're at all, hit it, right? And then if you did it again, your whole position group did it. And if you did it again, the whole team. If you're on offense or defense, the whole offense would do it. You did it again, the whole team, right? Like he would stop workouts and just like, so you understood that the effects of your actions. And so I went for like decades of my life without yawning. Like I'd be like, hi, eating it, right? Right. But if your shirt came untucked or you came in or you were late or literally all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it instilled a ton of discipline in you, especially as young men when you're like super malleable.
Are you familiar with their roles?
So like their roles, I know there's no water, no cell phones.
No closing your eyes between sets. Like whenever you're doing a lift and it's super hard, you can't close your eyes.
Okay.
Or it's push-ups. If you stop between reps, push-ups.
Nice.
After every set, they're supersetting it with push-ups or burpees.
Yeah.
If you're late, you're not wearing the proper attire, you're to the
Yeah, they're all pumped up. They're like
hoodie, sweatpants.
Yeah.
They want you sweat.
I like that because you could definitely tell that like they don't. I mean, being strong, great, like super important, but it's like breaking people of their mindset of like what they're actually capable of.
Yeah.
Right. And it's people in there that like if you see them on the other side of it, like I saw the one interview of the dude that like cut his tail off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, it transformed everything about his life. Like he stopped approaching everything like he wasn't approaching the gym. And that's what health and wellness does for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? They're just like very loud, which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
And then I also, you see the same kind of culture. There's these factions of I guess it would be like strength and workout groups that are like on like the jungle gyms in New York City, right?
Yeah.
And they're doing like pull-ups and muscle-ups and stuff. And then there's always like some huge dude that's like the one that like started it all. And then he'll get called out and he'll still be able to crush everyone, even though he's like 55 years old and like has one arm and blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, so like I'm all about that like mentality shift in regards to like, if you're not satisfied with where you're at in life, you need to make dramatic changes because small interval changes usually what leads to creeping back to where you were. And like, that's what that gym reflects to me. Now, I would never want to work out there. I'm like just too beat up. Like I know I'd get in there, I'd be mentally wanting to do it and my body just can't handle it. I need to get in better shape before I would even attempt to do something like that. Mentally though, I would love the challenge.
I think two things. One, Hattie would be a great candidate for Creator Playbook because he's starting YouTube.
Yeah.
I think like there's so much that like could just help him with like some of their titles and thumbnails and stuff.
Yeah.
Their potential for their content, it always goes viral. Either a few of their clips go viral, but like a lot of when they bring in other people to go viral.
Yeah.
I'm like, I watch their content and I'm just like, dude, you guys have so much potential for the stuff you're doing first. But second, if I could get us to go work out there, would you guys go?
You gotta give me a year.
December.
I gotta get my shoulder surgery. Or at least
You need 4 to 6 months.
Some shots.
So December. If I could get us a workout
I gotta
there
get some
in
shots
December
in my
next
shoulder.
year,
Yeah.
would you go?
I'd go. Where is it?
Would you get
New York?
New Jersey?
New Jersey?
Would you go,
Like
Paula?
Jersey.
Yeah, the only deterrent is the fact that it's in New Jersey, but
You don't like New Jersey?
no, I like New Jersey. I just wanted to say that.
Sorry to all of our New Jersey listeners.
I think it's not for everyone. I get that too, but I think if like you can accept the fact that these are just people that are trying to push themselves, I think it takes off that whole like, oh, they're mean and they're like angry and blah blah blah. Like get rid of that. You look at it and you're like, no, these are just people on a mission, and they're like
people call it corny and whatnot. I absolutely love it. I would love to go die under there.
Who did I see? I saw. I've only seen clips of it, and I haven't gone down the rabbit hole, but I saw. What Ashton Hall in there actually crushing it.
Yeah.
I saw Larry Wheeler get his ass kicked.
Larry Wheels.
He's gigantic.
Yeah, he's an OG Diamond Gym person. He used to go there when he was in his true bodybuilding eras. Yeah.
And then there was one other guy.
A young guy.
Tennyson.
Yeah.
Will Tennyson, the Trent twins went.
He got destroyed.
Yeah, Tennyson got destroyed, but he's a beast though.
Yeah.
He has a big YouTube channel.
I mean, destroyed in like the workout.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I don't think emotionally he was destroyed.
It'd be a bad day to do things.
I think it's cool. And I also think it's amazing to see in like a world where everyone's trying to become like, you know, the same clone of one another and everyone's accepted and all this and participation trophies and bullshit. It's like that world is like, no, you either win or you die.
Yeah.
Like there's no in between, which is like how I was raised. It was like, oh, the second place is the first loser kind of mentality, right? Like you and the first person you lose to every single time is yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what that does. So I think it's great. Like I said, if 10 years ago my body wasn't destroyed, Joe, I'd be like, yeah, let's go tomorrow. Like I would just absolutely destroy me emotionally.
Unk is incredible. He even gets on the camera people he'll make them start doing burpees and stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to go through one of those workouts. I think it'd be so much fun.
Yeah. I think it's also something to piggyback that is like, a lot of you guys have been commenting on Unscrewed when we're doing any challenges and stuff that there's a lot of food and some people are getting tired of the food. So we're going to be incorporating some more physical challenges. If you guys got any suggestions, let us know. We'd love to hear them. We've got some ideas. You know, it could be pretty funny and pretty fun.
Maybe some stuff until failure. But speaking of failure, the end of Stranger Things
I didn't
just
see it.
wrapped. We're caught up. Sam and I finished it. John did not watch it.
John's got kids.
John, don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Not that. It's not that bad, but it's definitely not good.
There were better fan theories for how it was going to end than how it ended. It was disappointing. We started getting into rabbit holes. We were sending each other TikToks of like these crazy fan theories with like, you know, they're gonna go back. There was this crazy one of Vecna was controlling everybody's minds because there were some colors of certain, you know, things in the episodes that changed, some memories that were different. So the theory was they were gonna go back, Netflix, and add time onto all the old episodes. And the episodes would have been longer, and then all of our minds were messed with. And we forgot certain things that happened. None of that happened. It was just a complete letdown. They definitely botched a lot of the props. And
Was it all right? So without spoiling it, was it more or less of a letdown than like Game of Thrones final season?
it's right there with it.
No, not that bad.
It's right there with it. It's right there with it.
I don't think the show itself is in any sort of ballpark compared to Game of Thrones. Like,
No, not at all. I think
it's not a pimple on Game of Thrones' ass.
not comparing the shows, but comparing like the hype for the show. I think it's right there with like the ending's just kind of like, all right, like, so, you know,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say it without spoiling it for you.
Yeah,
The show has never made sense to me. There's never been like a clear opportunity for what could be the end. So like
The good news is, John, if you had any questions that were left open, they were not closed at the end.
well, that's the thing with Game of Thrones is like there was multiple open story loops, and the criticism of the end of that show was that a lot of those things were never closed or addressed.
Yep.
And the ones that were done very poorly, right? I feel like Stranger Things, like I have no clue what's going on in that show.
They don't
Period.
either.
Like
they're making it up as they go. too.
literally, it feels like it's being made up, and also like I literally don't care about like any characters except for the little girl they introduced this season.
Holly.
Like that's it. Like it's the only one where I'm like, if she dies, like Steve's cool. I'd like to
I think Derek
hang
was
out
sick.
with Steve.
Derek's
Derek's cool, but it's
Derek's
like
great.
if Derek died, you'd be like, oh, he was always the martyr.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like that's been his MO the whole time. Like I will die for my kids. Like and like love him, good character, but you're expecting him to die. So he probably dies.
See, that's one thing at least Game of Thrones did that I wish Stranger Things would have done. I thought there was going to be a lot more. Not that I wanted everyone to die, but like I wanted to be like emotionally like, oh man, I don't know what's going to happen. Everyone's pretty safe the whole time. Like,
yeah,
it's just
that's what I'm saying. It's like Stranger Things ain't killing off anyone, right?
No, and how it ended was just it was one of those things where you there's 1,000 different endings they could have done. The Duffer Brothers, they did all these interviews after, and they've been talking so much after the show, trying to like defend it. And they finally got to a point where I forget which one released a statement that was like, we're upset that people are critiquing it as hard as they are. You put so much time and effort into something people don't like. I'm like, what do you expect? Everyone like, this show was one of the best shows in the past how many years? Like, and then it just.
But so this is the thing. It's like I don't understand what happened to showrunners and storytellers. I'm going to be completely honest. I think a lot of it has to do with shows that have younger people in them, and as the show gets older and the younger people get older, they really have a hard time of like bringing that home. Like Peaky Blinders, no issues bringing that show home.
That movie's
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
Movie's going to be great. You're sitting there at the end of it and you're like, wait, what? You're still like, holy shit, right? There's no children in that show. Stranger Things started and it was a bunch of kids. And now you're like, these are 23-year-old dudes and chicks that are playing 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
They've been in high school.
I don't think the issue, or at least for me, I don't think it was as much the kids, but if you go back and rewatch it, like the first two seasons have a very different vibe when it was like smaller, when it wasn't as big. Like it actually is like creepy. It kind of like, it's like there's not as many like.
Confusing as hell.
Well, it's confusing, but like there's like, I feel like this eerie sense of like horror of like what's going on. Like, is Winona Ryder crazy? Is Will actually abducted? Where is he? Like, even the Upside Down was like horrifying, but like I feel like by the time they got into the third season, they're like, we got a lot of popularity. Like, you guys want to make some money? Let's like throw like 1 million pieces of like product placement in there. Let's like cater the story to try to garner.
Yeah, that's
like,
where they went to
younger
California,
eyeballs.
right? They sent Will in season 3 to California.
Was that season 4? Season 4 wasn't bad, but season 3, that was a rough one. It just felt like they were trying to make as much money as they could. Like, I feel like they were literally like making the story like something to be more palatable to like.
I'm not gonna knock making money, but like I'm just gonna go back to it. Like Game of Thrones also had that issue too. Think about it.
Yeah.
You had all of these young children that grew up on the show and then they become like adults, and then the story that's actually written is for them to still be teens and children. Like, it's a weird thing. And I think that was a part that they like couldn't bring home with Game of Thrones. Also, Game of Thrones had like 12-year-old girls getting married and stuff. It was incest. It was, well, it's a little different in that world. Yeah, but like Stranger Things for me has never been like something where I was like, this is phenomenal storytelling. Like, I've never looked at that show and been like, this is up there with, you know, The Wires, The Sopranos, Breaking Bad, like, you know, Game of Thrones. Like, never been in that question for me at all.
I could agree with that. I think
there's no point in it. The show has literally no point. It's just like a bunch of kids running from like bad stuff, and you're like, cool, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So like the fact that it's not paid off, I'm not surprised. It was a shitty story from the start.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Well, you know who was such a waste of a character too? I was so sad because she's such a great actress. It's Sarah Connor, the one who played Sarah Connor. I don't think she spoke a word the entire 5th season. She'd come on the screen and just walk around and look pissed off and then walk off. And that was it.
She did a couple. Episode. I mean, like I said, I'm not done with it. I watched the first 4 or 5, whatever came out before Christmas. I haven't had time since. I'll get it on the treadmill. I've been reading while I'm on the treadmill.
Listen, just be prepared to get pissed off. He's going easy.
I don't have any like emotions into it.
But you're gonna be pissed off. You wasted your time watching it.
I don't know. It's not that it was bad. It just like it could have been so much worse though. It could have been way
so much better.
I think there's a YouTuber, the Critical Drinker. He had a good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, he did a good line on it. He was like, if I had to sum up the end of Stranger Things, he's like, it was like a man retiring from a job and giving a speech that went on like way too long, a little bit too self-aggrandizing. Like I feel like there were just way too many heart-to-hearts too. It'd be like I couldn't take any moment of suspense seriously because in the midst of it, it's like, oh, we're all gonna die. It's like, do you know about believing in yourself? It's like, what are you talking about? Like, they would just, poor Holly. What about Holly? They were trying to escape the upside down. I kept wondering, I'm like, what's poor Holly gonna do? Because her body's over there with Vecna.
Spoiler.
Well, I thought it's too late now. But they're like running and stuff. And it's like, well, Holly, here's my stop. Here's my loving friends and family. Like, believe in yourself, and I got faith you can make it out of here. He wakes up in a hellscape with Vecna in front of him. Like, oh my god, it was. I don't know.
The show makes no sense.
No,
if you just like grounded in that,
one might say it's not a normal show.
Quite strange.
Which is I think what made it interesting. To Sam's point, in the first couple seasons is there was like you couldn't follow it. There was like nothing made sense. But it was interesting enough to keep coming back. Mm-hmm. It did lose me a bit there.
There are some stranger things about it. It is not normal. But leads me to my next question. Is it normal?
Is it normal?
Our favorite segment of the hour. Our favorite
segment.
I got some good ones today.
Do you?
First and foremost, kicking off the segment, is it normal to drink more than 2 energy drinks in a day?
Is it normal? Yes. Is it healthy? No.
Sam?
Not energy drinks. Coffee, yeah. Energy drinks, it's I feel like
a lot of people just crush energy drinks. They don't like the taste of coffee.
My palate
also like adamantly like be an adult, drink the coffee.
Yeah, my palate gets burnt out from like even ones that I like. Like if I have one, that's pretty much it. Like I can't.
Coffee?
No, energy drink.
Yeah,
the coffee's a good deal.
I mean, I could drink like 5 of them. I just like my eyeballs twitch out of my head, and I feel like I'm like losing I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
The Ghost Energy does that to me. They're delicious. They taste like candy. But
Ghost, you ever have C4?
Yeah.
C4 gets me like
Celsius gives me like I get like a headache in a part of my brain I didn't know existed.
Yeah, see, I'm numb to it now. I should probably get checked out. They should do studies.
Brain.
Take my body and use it for science after I die, because I mean, the amount of Celsius I've consumed is ridiculous.
Use this body.
I used to drink 2 a day.
Oh, I remember.
Years ago. Not even here. I wasn't working here. I stopped when I moved back. When I was in Dallas, I drink 1 in the morning, 1 in the... I've had 2 energy drinks in a day.
I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't. I don't know. I remember the 24-hour cutting board video.
That's different. That's 24 hours awake. I got a body prime. Now. I got a Maxwell House and Celsius. Only things I consumed.
Just, yeah. Exactly.
This one I thought was.
Do you think it's normal?
No, God, no. I think it's very not normal, the stuff that I consume probably and energy wise.
No, I think what you do is very normal. Like all my buddy sent me last night after the Steeler game. He's like, it was an 8 zinner. He had 8 zins watching the game.
8 zins?
It's like, I'm like, bro.
Good old 8 or
I don't know if they're 3s, 6s.
Know about those days, man. Let me tell you. Good old 8 days.
Just like, got 3 kids.
Is it normal to hate the sound of people chewing but fine when you chew?
There's actually science to that it's actually like a neurological disorder.
Really?
No, it's not normal. It's not normal. Look it up.
Is it normal? So you would hate someone else chewing, but
Something I can't remember what it's called. It's it's something.
I don't think it's normal. I've been critiqued many times for chewing gum too loudly, but I don't really mind hearing someone else chew.
Misphonia. Yeah. Yep. You get anxiety or
Negative
anger when you hear
emotion.
someone else chew.
Disgust.
So it's scientific. So no, it's not normal.
What are you saying, Paula?
I would say it's not normal. Like I said, I've been critiqued many times by many people for chewing gum too loudly. Whenever I was teaching, I remember I was like chewing this gum so loud. This little girl Taisha was like, "That gum's good, isn't it?" And I was like, "Yes, thank you." How'd you know? Yeah.
You used to slam gum when you started working here. I remember.
Yeah.
I chew a pack of gum a day until I started making YouTube videos. And Sam Green used to just yell at me all the time. He's like, "Dude, spit the gum out." The mic's I'm like, I hate it. I'm not editing out your gum chewing.
Yeah.
I think Danny Smith chews gum loudly. I mean, he has so much gum in his mouth.
He has a whole pack of big leaf.
Danny Smith was almost about to be chewing no gum. He almost lost that damn.
Yeah. Hey, Boswell is the one without a job, but that's not normal.
He's the one who made the call to kick it to him to get it back to the 40. Like,
yeah, I know.
put that shit in the end zone.
I know. Hey, listen, it got dicey last night. Let's go back to, is it normal to eat shredded cheese out of a bag?
From time to time, yeah.
I think it's normal. You pull it out.
Wait, are you talking like in passing? Like, I'm gonna grab something, or you're cooking with it?
You have tacos you're making. It's out, and you have a little
white people tacos.
You're waiting, yeah. And you have some shredded cheese in a bowl. For people to like put on their tacos or your family.
Yeah,
just, a little bite.
Oh yeah. 100%. I mean, there's been times in my life where I'm just a handful of cheese in my mouth.
I remember
if you're buying Costco volume cheese,
you need to.
You got to.
How you gotta chip away what you're not.
Yeah.
When I lived in college, I roomed with like 3 guys, and the fridge was just like a random assortment of things. I remember getting like a good late night buzz on. You'd go out and get some of the cheese out of the bag, throw it in a bowl with some Frank's Red Hot, and just go to town on that.
That is not normal.
That might be the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Shredded cheese?
Yeah. That's got to be the extra sharp cheddar. Well, it's whatever's in there, I guess.
Just cheese? We used to
with a little Frank's Red Hot.
Like we thought was like fine dining ramen. You throw an egg in there, you throw some cheese on it, some ramen that was like hyped up.
Yeah, that's like nice. Yeah, that's nice ramen.
Yeah.
Well. Next podcast.
Hot sauce cheese.
Yeah, well, dude, I actually got like a chill down my body. I'm only just some Frank's Red Hot for us.
Bad for you.
We could all share it. We'll take pulls off of it together. Let me get another pull of that cheese.
I don't want that.
This one was interesting because you both can be very social sometimes. Is it normal to need a day to recover from being social? Mm-hmm. You go out on the town. You're going to a friend's house. A long night. You need a whole day to do nothing and recover.
Does it always happen? No, but when it does, it's beautiful. I think if it can happen, make it happen. Yeah, like I mean, I was like an only child too. So I like just like a day alone sometimes. I feel like over the holidays.
I think most men like just time alone. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna knock that. My obligations in life don't allow for it often, but I could be by myself for a considerable period of time and be perfectly fine. I don't know. I think it depends on if you're an introvert or an extrovert, right? If you're an extroverted person, like some people can I don't know. I don't need a day to recharge after being social.
Yeah.
I'll go out, crush it, parties, whatever.
Be done.
Right back at it.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have a social tank. For me, it's a lot more like physical activity tank. Like it depends on what we're doing. If we're just sitting around doing nothing, like nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But if it's like laborious of whatever's happening, right? Like golfing, 36 holes while being social and getting drunk the whole time, like yes, I need a day to recover.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, is it normal? Yes, but I think it depends on the
circumstance.
Introvert versus extrovert thing.
All right. Last and not least, is it normal to care way too much about your city's sports teams?
What do you mean by that?
Like your entire existence is based around.
Oh,
you go to yeah. Well,
see, I think when you get to that level, I don't think it's normal. I don't think number one, I don't think it's normal. Number two, I don't think it's good for your health. I know some people like that. Whenever the teams lose, it's so bad. It's like the world ended, and that could happen every single week for months on end. So I mean, I think you got to care, but there also has to be a line where it's like it's Monday morning. I'm gonna turn a new leaf now.
Yeah. We have a family friend, and she was a really good soccer player. Like played in college and stuff. Her kids play soccer, and they're great. She doesn't watch or like the sport of football because her dad rode the emotional roller coaster so hard that he would just be like, you know, in a terrible mood if the Steelers lost.
Yeah.
So like because of that, she has such a negative connotation to football. She'd like literally like she'll be like, you guys want to do lunch? It's like it's 1:00 on a Sunday. Like, no, it's 1:00 on a Sunday. Like I'm busy forever. Like never ask me to do that. So I'm not I think it's funny because it's like I have a lot of pride in like, you know,
Yeah.
and I care a lot. Like but I'm not someone that's like going out and getting in fist fights if you're not a Steeler fan.
Yeah.
Right. Or if you're not a Penguins fan or a Pirates fan, like whatever. There was a point in my life though, where it was like way more important to me for some reason. Where it's like you were looking for some community and that's where it was. I feel like everyone kind of goes through that. Right.
Yeah.
But I think it's also interesting now to see like how ignorant young people are. And then trying to claim like that they're like rabid fans of something.
Yeah, they're
right. And they'll like, whether it's music or sports, they'll be wearing like a Nirvana shirt and they won't even like know a Nirvana song, or like they'll wear a Steelers shirt or Pirates vintage shirt and like have no idea that it's a baseball team. Like that stuff, that's what pisses me off as a fan, like a fan of anything.
Yeah.
If you're like rocking like all the Steelers swag and you literally just bought it because you think it looks good, I hate you. Like that, but I think so. Do I think it's normal? Yes. That stuff for me, like I can't get. I was literally I got on a call with some guy recently. We're bullshitting, and at the end of it, I was like, oh, so double R. I was like, so you're a rodeo fan? He's like, oh no, this hat just looked good, and I was just like, bye. I'm like, you're wearing a rodeo hat. Like you should live rodeo life, like, or at least be like a fan of rodeo.
Yeah.
No, my girlfriend gave it to me. It looked cool, and I was like, oh come on, man. Like I thought we were gonna go down the rabbit hole of like Western wear and like talking.
Yeah.
About,
You live the rodeo lifestyle. You know the rodeo lifestyle.
I can't get behind wearing things that reflect being like into something or a fan of something that you're actually not.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other examples.
Gifted stuff sometimes. Like,
Return it.
Where's the receipt at?
how could you get me this fine gift?
Give it no doubt. No shit. All right. Why is it not okay? If I was like, hey Joe, here's a Dallas Cowboys jersey. Are you wearing it?
What color?
What color? That was such a good answer.
Listen, hold on.
Okay, so I am the guy.
I'll give you an example. I don't watch the NBA anymore. I have a lot of NBA jerseys that like I've collected over the years. Nice like Mitchell and Ness ones that like I got gifted to me or I bought and they hang in a closet. But like I like it just because it's some of my favorite players of all time that like are just in my closet. Like I never will wear them ever again. But I wasn't gonna return them when my brother got me a Jason Kidd jersey. Like. I think
are you a Jason Kidd
gift.
fan?
I love Jason Kidd.
So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Kid. Jason the Kid.
Maybe this will.
Hey, you know what? No, you're not wrong. My mom got me a Penguins like sport, like a Letterman jacket for Christmas, and I didn't fit me. And instead of like getting another size, I returned it and got these shoes.
Yeah,
like maybe that.
And you're not like a huge Pens fan.
Yeah,
you are
no.
a Penguins fan,
but I'm not
like,
though. Yeah, I don't wear Penguin stuff. I don't even wear it to the games.
So that's where I'm at. Is like, you'd wear whatever team if you thought it looked cool.
If it was
whatever band.
No, definitely not banned. But I will say with a team, though, I think a team is different. This is where I'll say a team is different because, like, I feel like there could be like an iconic player. Like, well, but then I guess I know about that player. I was gonna like,
you're a fan of the player.
Yeah,
it depends what city you're in.
You know what's probably an anomaly to this? What about all those people wear Pirates hats? Oh, celebrities, musicians, for whatever reason, it's always a
best looking hat.
You know who used to wear a pirate hat quite a bit? Sean Combs.
Oh,
rocking a lot of pirates.
Go watch that documentary back.
Oh, actually, you're right. I remember.
I know. I kept seeing it. I was like, why are you wearing a pirate?
I kept saying like, why is he wearing that Pirates hat?
Oh no, he's talking about it. That was my favorite team.
I loved Fred Durst growing up and like Limp Bizkit. It was my generation all about it. So I had the red Yankees hat because I thought it was cool. But like then I thought about it. I was like, I thought it was cool because Fred Durst wore it, right? Yeah. But like I've never been able to grasp just like, well, I'll go to music more because it's like I would never, if you give me like a Cowboy shirt, no. If you give me like literally any other NFL team, I'm not wearing it. I actually don't own like very much Steeler stuff. Like actually I own none. I have some stuff that carried over from when I played and then I bought a hat this year for myself.
You know what the only thing is with wearing other team stuff? When I lived in Dallas, sometimes I'd go to the gym and I wear Pittsburgh Steelers shit.
Yeah.
And like I would dead ass get a lot of shit for it. People would like start like making jokes, calling at me. So
And you were loyal.
I literally bought well, the loyalty goes out the window here. I didn't know anyone. I wanted to make friends. So I had literally bought a Dallas Mavericks hoodie that I would wear to the gym and stuff.
Yeah,
Get out of
Why did you buy the Mavericks?
Just to kind of like not have
Damn it, I thought you were going to say you're a Mark Cuban fan who's a Pittsburgher, and then you dive back.
Luka Doncic fan. I love
There you go.
I love me some Luka.
That's what I'm saying. Is like there's a reason. Like I can't understand why people were. It's like, oh, you're just rocking something because it's like streetwear and it looks like I actually hate streetwear culture. It pisses me off. Ruins so many things. We can get into that in another episode.
Next episode we can get into streetwear.
But that's where I go back to with like loving your city sports team. Like so I'm not someone that's like all of your emotions should be tied to sports because your emotions deserve to be tied to other things.
Yeah.
Right. But I will say that like I'm adamant about, I guess I'm a little bit more adamant about some stuff. Like if you're wearing Steelers stuff and you're not a Steelers fan, like I will not slap you, but I would like to kind of shit. Cause like I just don't agree with it. I'm like, I just like I'm not gonna. You don't see me wearing like hip hop like t-shirts.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna wear like a I don't know, like a Jay-Z shirt, and not be a Jay-Z fan. Right? Like I don't understand why it's in one side okay and another side's not.
But I will say though, you're someone that enjoys wearing some cowboy boots, though, right?
Yeah.
What if someone that's actually like, you know, like into like horse farm stuff, like you should be allowed to wear cowboy boots without someone being like, oh, you never rode a horse or did
I've rode a horse.
Yeah, with you.
I'm not a cowboy by any.
That's what I mean though.
Yeah.
But
it's not like so that's like an entire category of clothing. That's like saying t-shirt.
No, Western wear, I feel like
t-shirt, sweatshirt, hat. It's the same thing as a boot category.
Let's get into this one next week. I think this can
next week we talk about Western wear.
So like I'm adamantly like I'm not a cowboy. I'm not trying to be a cowboy. I just want to look like Rip from Yellowstone. Like I just think he looks good.
Don't we all?
Right? That's what I said. It's like if you ask me like why you wear cowboy boots, because Rip looks like a badass. Like that's it. I like the way the boots look. I like Rip. Like I'm a fan. Okay, cool. If I was like, why are you wearing that Nirvana t-shirt? And you're like, my life motto smells like Teen Spirit. I'd be like, cool, great song, right? But if you're actually like, I don't know shit about the thing I'm wearing, I just think it's stupid, right? So I go back to I do the same thing with sports. It's like if you're not into the team or a player or something, I actually have never worn another player's jersey except my own on my back in any sport. Right, I'm weird like that. Like I literally have. I've been gifted jersey.
Ever?
Nope, gifted jersey, gave back.
I know. I'm gonna get you a good gift next year.
No, you won't see me wear it.
Oh yeah, I will.
No,
I already know who it is.
And but I think that you'd have to be like a staple player in the organization for me to like care. Like I had a James Harrison jersey. I wore it once. I lost. I never wore it again.
Shout out to James Harris.
But jersey.
Love James.
No, I just feel like because I'm looking at him like as another player, like it's a mass.
Maybe it's different from you. Okay, I kind of get it from having played. I was
like the Buccaneers at the time. I'm like how weird is that? I don't know. I
get that one. Maybe.
I also used to like talk shit on my buddies because I never played Madden or NCAA like football.
Yeah, that's
and they're
wild.
like and they like loved it. And I was like, I play real football. I don't play fake football. And it was I don't know. I got issues.
It's every kid's dream to be in one of those games.
I know. I was in 6 of them, so it's like it's cool. But
I still need to go put you in one of those games and make
you can get some of those vintage ones. But to that being said, do you think it's disrespectful or normal to wear a team's branded literally anything if you're not a fan of the team? Let us know in the comments down below and anything else you'd like us to talk about. We appreciate you guys spending time with us on this episode, and we will see you on the next one.
Subscribe.